Okay, so today we are joined by Chick from Bad Actress. Chick, how are you doing this evening? Are you okay?
Yeah, all good. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for
Good.
having me.
Please, you're welcome, mate. No, thanks for coming on because I followed you and the band for a little while, ever since I was sent acting like an animal to play on my radio show, which seems quite a little while away. So I just wanted to grab you to talk about Bad Actress and to see what you've got coming up. So I know a little bit about you, but for the rest of us who don't know about Bad Actress, tell us all about the band.
So we're a hard rock band from the north of Scotland. But we started out, I mean, probably when we sent you that song, Acting Like an Animal, that would have been maybe 2018.
I
Or
think
we
it
did
was, yeah.
a newer version of it, yeah. But so we've had a lot of lineup changes, a lot of
You
uh
have, yeah.
changes in the sound and stuff as well. So um and then the biggest thing, yeah, Lewis was the drummer up until April last year, and he started singing last year.
Yeah.
Um, so it's always been like quite crazy trying to get an album done. We've always wanted to do an album, but it's been with lineup changes and a lot of gigging as well. We've not always had enough time. But then last year we played at the bandstand in Nairn, and we've done that a few times now. Um, and we recorded the whole thing and just thought we'll see how it turns out.
Mhm.
We're really pleased with it, so we just mixed and mastered that and pick the best songs from it, the songs with no mistakes. um,
Cool. Yeah, I want to talk about the album in a little bit. I want to tell you a little story because I understand the name Bad Actress comes from the Def Leppard song from Songs from a Sparkle Lounge, yeah?
yeah, it does. Yeah, we've had
Why
quite a few
why
people.
why did you choose that song out of interest?
That album was actually the first Def Leppard album I ever heard,
All right.
and I think it's like one of the lesser known albums, but it was just one.
It is, yeah.
I think my brother or my dad or someone had it on iTunes, and it just ended up on one of my iPods, I think, and yeah, I liked it. It was a good. It was the whole album was really good.
Yeah.
And I just always thought that'd be a cool name for a band. And we kind of had this band with, I mean, it was a totally different lineup and a couple of the same songs. But we were called Air Raid,
Yeah.
and that was up until about 2018, and then we decided to change the name. And I kind of had that one in the back of my head for a while, just thought it'd be a cool name for a band.
Mhm. So you said Songs from a Sparkle Lounge was your first Def Leppard album that you heard.
Yeah.
You listened to Pyromania and Hysteria since, haven't you?
Now I have, yeah, yeah, yeah. Big fan of them now. Yeah.
Cool. Well, one thing I wanted to say about that album is when I was listening to that album and particularly of that song, I didn't have the lyrics in front of me, and I always thought he was singing "Rat in a Dress" rather than "Bad Actress." So for
Okay.
me, your band is always going to be called Rat in a Dress.
That should be
I'm
the
a,
album name.
exactly, yeah. I was going to say you could write a song called that or name an album. You can have
Yeah,
that one for free, chick.
I like it. Yeah.
So, yeah, as you've mentioned, lineup changes up to now have been a little bit fluid. Out of all the lineup changes, how has that like changed the dynamics of the band over the years?
I mean, it's always kind of evolved, and I think it's always felt like we're going forward, you know. And I think people have left for different reasons. Sometimes it's just everybody needs to kind of have the same vision for the band and for it to be what everybody wants to do, you know. And we do keep pretty busy. We just love doing it. We love playing as much as we can. Um, so I mean, since we had Ewan and Sean join the band last year when Lewis started singing, and that's been amazing. Like everybody's just, it feels like everybody's more locked in than ever. You know, it's always great fun,
Yeah,
and
because
we're
you've
just
got
loving
big
it.
aspirations, haven't you? When I've been doing my research, you want to be there, you want to be playing a stadium in the future, don't you?
That's the dream, yeah. Just as far as we can, yeah.
Yeah, and you're definitely young enough, mate. So there's definitely time for you to do that. That's for sure.
Hopefully.
And you also mentioned a moment ago about your brother Louis, is it? Is it Lou or Louis?
Louis, yeah,
Louis.
just
He's
short for
uh,
Lewis.
he's
Yeah.
he's done a Phil Collins, Dave Grohl, and moved from the
Yeah.
drums to vocals. How did that come about, and why wasn't he the vocalist from the start?
He has. I mean, there was even talk at one point of him doing both. But we thought, nah, he's got. When we were growing up, he's my younger brother, yeah, as well. So when we were growing up, we always thought he should be in like musical theater or something because he was just like crazy. He was like a Michael Jackson kid, you know. He was just
All right,
like
yeah.
all over the place. So I mean, that kind of came about because he was always like he was a great drummer, but he was always the strongest backing vocalist in the band. And I think when we've been looking for singers before, we just didn't. I don't know. We never really thought about looking for another drummer. We kind of discussed it before, but we didn't want to lose Lewis on the drums. Um, and it really just became what's going to be easier, finding a new singer or finding a new drummer, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and I think, yeah, we thought we thought we'd try it out. We auditioned a few people, and then we just did a rehearsal with Lewis singing. And we all thought it was awesome. It worked really well. It was kind of like what we'd always been looking for, you know.
Yeah. We talked a moment about the dynamics of the band. Does each band member just bring a different thing to the band?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think everybody's got. I mean, when we got Ewan in the band as well, and Sean, it was both kind of both those guys were actually just filling in with us, and then ended up joining the band, which was great because I think nobody kind of really expected it, even them. You know, like um, they were busy with other bands and still are in other bands as well. Um, and everybody has a big varying taste in music. But I knew Ewan from his other band, Reliever, and they're really good, but they're like more of an indie kind of indie rock band.
All right.
And I had no idea. And then he joined this band, and he knows more about guitar than I know about guitar. He knows like he's like a Wikipedia for rock music, you know. Um, so it's great. He's got like he's right into it. And yeah, same with Sean. It's just been like really, really good. Everybody kind of clicked, I think, when it came to playing live and going away. We did a 2 week tour last year with Babylon AD, and that
Yeah.
was like a uh, the big test, I guess, because we were all just living in the van for 2 weeks. But we all got on great. There was no no problems, you know, and everybody had a great time.
Yeah. So you
Um,
all get along, yeah.
yeah, 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 really well.
Brilliant, excellent. So do you think this iteration of the band's gonna stick for a while?
I think so. Yeah, yeah. It does. It does feel different to kind of everything we've had before. I think it's just as we get more serious about it, um, and everybody kind of gets more serious and has the same vision, you know. So we've all kind of got a bit more line now, I think.
Yeah. As with regards to jobs in the band, who writes? I believe you definitely do some of the writing, don't you? Do you do it
Yeah,
all, or is it a collaboration?
no, it's definitely a collaboration. I mean, we kind of never really said one person is going to do the writing. I think up to this point, I have done the majority of it, but I never really like if I'm writing a song, I'll write a song myself, and then I'll take it to the band. We'll play through it, and it'll come out completely different. Because everybody kind of brings their own thing. But I mean, recently we've been all just writing together. There's been Lewis has come up with quite a lot of cool stuff, and he wrote some stuff before. Some of the stuff on the EP was him, and Ewan's been doing a bit of writing recently as well, which is cool.
Yeah. So you've done most of the writing. So how do you think you've developed as a songwriter since acting like an animal?
I like I like to think I've developed some since then. I kind of like to think of it. I mean, you never know what people are gonna like. People like you know, sometimes we release a song and we think it's the best we've done. Some people know they prefer something we did before, you know. I do think as a skill, that's kind of what it is, and I think the more you do it, the better you get at it.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, I think just as long as we're playing stuff that we enjoy and hopefully other people enjoy it too, then
And what
that's
what
what
are
we'll
your
do it.
influences whilst you're songwriting? What do you listen to? What do you like? what seeps into Bad Actress?
A lot of different stuff. I think it's. I definitely notice it's heavily influenced by whatever I've been listening to at the time. Um, but I think sometimes just random things, or sometimes yeah, I mean just anything I've been listening to. But I think when it's the four of us will get together and play it, it's gonna sound like the same band, you know. Um, I mean, to me, some of our stuff sounds like wildly different from each other, but I think if you listen to it in an album or something like that, it sounds like the same band, you know.
Yeah. And I'm assuming outside of the band, you all have day jobs, do you?
Yeah, we all do. Yeah, so
What's that? What does everybody do?
Ewan is a waiter and bar staff in a hotel in Inverness. Quite a fancy hotel, I think. We've never
Oh.
been invited, so. Uh, Sean sells kitchens at Howden's, and he just
Really?
sold my dad's kitchen, actually. Yeah. Um, Lewis is a joiner, so he just went freelance or self-employed, sorry, last
Yeah.
year, I think, and that's given him a bit more time to just kind of not be asking for holidays all the time and stuff, you know. And I wash dishes a couple of days a week, and I work doing sound work another couple of days a week.
All right.
Um,
All right. So you're all
so
varied career, but your goal is
yeah.
to be Bad Actress full time, isn't it?
Oh, definitely, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. And you're getting out there. You're gigging. It's April as we record this, and you've got some gigs this month, haven't you? If I remember rightly. Have I
Yes.
missed them? Have they been, or are they upcoming?
So this month done so far we've done Birmingham twice, and that was quite funny because both times I think originally when we booked those shows we were planning on doing some kind of a run in between, but stuff came up and we had to be back home both times. So we just got back on Saturday morning and drove there and back in the one go.
All right.
That
Yeah.
was a lot, but it's a lot of fun. But that was a lot. We were all pretty knackered the next day. So we've got Hard Rock Hell Ibiza on the 29th, which is the last show of April, and that's going to be our first time outside of the UK as well,
All right. Yeah.
which is something we've been trying to do for ages. So that'll be really good. We're all pretty excited about that. Unfortunately, we're only going to be there for the one day, I think, or two nights, and then we're back home. We've got another show at the bandstand in Nairn, which is going to be the launch of the album on the
Right. Yeah.
first, and then we're at MacMoray the day after that as well, MacMoray
Yeah.
Festival in Elgin.
Well, what I'll do is I'm sure all dates and that are on your website and that
Yeah.
I'll look at those and anybody who's interested, anything that we talk about here, especially tour dates and that, they will be in the description of this video. So just scroll down and see when you can see Bad Actress live, folks. So talking about live, continuing with live, you supported some great people, some real bands and artists that I'm a fan of. Gun, you've supported Jeff Tate and The Sweet. Who's your
Mhm.
favourite that you've supported?
I don't know. I think my they've all been amazing. I don't know if I really have a favorite. I mean, some of them were bands that I didn't really know that well. I knew of them, but I didn't know them that well until we went on tour with them, and it was amazing. I mean, the first two proper tours we did were with Marco Mendoza,
Oh yeah, yeah,
um,
the tour with
and
him
that
as
was
well. Yeah.
great. Yeah, I mean the second tour we did, him and his band actually came in our van as well for a lot of it, so that was great. And it was kind of surreal, you know. And then last year we supported the Sweet, which was crazy. Um, and they actually had Ewan as a big fan of FM, and he kind of recently joined the band, and they had Jim Kirkpatrick, is I believe
Oh
is his name, the
yeah, believe so. Yeah,
guitar,
yeah.
yeah, guitar player from FM. He was filling in because the other guitar player wasn't there. So that was cool. And we had no idea until we got there, you know. And he was like, "That's the guy from FM."
Oh,
Um,
brilliant.
and then we did the tour with Babylon AD. That was amazing. That was really
All
really
right.
cool.
Yeah.
They were great guys, and just yeah, it was a blast. It's really I've always really enjoyed doing that as well because doing a full tour, you really get to know everybody in the other bands and stuff. Um, and we're still in touch with all of those guys. And hopefully we can do something if they come back to the UK or we can go over there or whatever, and do something again.
Yeah.
And Jeff Tate as well. We opened for him. That was really cool. Doing the full Operation Mindcrime album. So
I was going to say, was that a full operate? I saw him
yeah,
at in Sheffield do that. You weren't
that's
supporting
it.
on that one, but that was great. I
Yeah,
love Jess Tate and Operation Mindcrime. That's one of my favourite albums. That is. So
yeah.
yeah,
It was
that would have been a
amazing.
highlight for me.
Yeah.
If you had to choose, or well, let's face it, you can choose definitely in the future. Who would you like to support or go on tour with?
Anybody, anybody and everybody. Yeah, we're happy to do it. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of bands like I could say my favorite bands, but then uh, sometimes we've done. I mean, some of these tours we've done, yeah, I wouldn't have called them my favorite bands until we went and did the tours. I'm like, these guys are awesome, you know. Listen to them all the time now. So I don't know. I kind of like the element of surprise, you know, and finding new bands to play with. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
A lot of
there's a lot of good
upcoming bands
bands.
that I interview, they say that. I don't care who I'm touring with, as long as I can get out on the road and play with my band. I don't care, and I don't blame you, mate. You want to get out there as much as you can. And
Yeah,
you bumped into somebody, didn't you? Not in the rock world, but Peter Andre. I understand you bumped into him
we
while she was
did.
out and
Yeah,
about. What was he like? Was he
he
fun?
was lovely. He was really really nice. Yeah, we knew he was playing, and we were just parked behind the stage. Is just all the backstage area for the festival. Um, and yeah, we had the van open, and he just came over, and he was like, "You guys sleeping in there?" And he'd just come in with this big lorry tour bus thing. And I turned around, and Tommy was just like staring at him, like, "Look at this." And then Tommy goes, "My sister's a big fan of yours." But he was really nice. He just stood and chatted with us for ages. But I think after sort of maybe 10 minutes or so, people started to notice he was there, and suddenly there was a big crowd around him. You know. But yeah, we stayed and watched him as well. It was really good.
Yeah,
He was great.
cool. Excellent. So going on from moving on from touring, I should say, to a recording. You've in the past you've released quite a lot of singles, and when I was double
Yeah.
checking last night, loads of them are on Bandcamp, but you've only just released an EP, Good Times. I've got it, really love it. Loads of great songs on there. Don't Look Down, Good Times, the title track. And I could talk about all those songs that are on there. I just want to touch on one. Feel My Pain, subject about mental health. Was that one that you wrote?
Yeah, that was one I wrote. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So does that come from personal experience and did writing the song help you?
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of it comes from personal experience and just kind of a lot of the songs are kind of like that and like about not all necessarily about mental health, but about sort of doing what we want to do, you know, and something that's not really the normal path of life, I guess, that a lot of people take, and just the struggles of kind of going against the grain, doing that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, we've all, I think it's most musicians probably say the same, but we've all kind of experienced mental health problems in
Yeah.
various ways. And yeah, I think music has been, is always for me anyway, it's like the main thing that's helped with that.
Yeah.
Um, so
Yeah,
writing
I'm
songs
the
has
same. I
been,
mean, there's a bit of an epidemic of mental health.
Mhm.
I suffer very slightly, but yeah, I get call it the blues, but music helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. I think it's crazy. Yeah, it can totally change your mood straight away.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean, it's hopefully that's, I don't know, that's just kind of our, yeah, my way of getting out. It just kind of came to me. It was just quite a lot of the time I'll do that. I'll just start singing around the house. You know, if I'm ever left alone at home, it's just, I can't sing very well. So I just, that's when I go for it, you know, and Yeah, come up with
Oh, me
stuff.
too, mate. Yeah, just in the
Yeah,
shower on your own. Yeah, innit?
that's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's where everything's written.
So as well as that one, I may mention another song, "Don't Look Down," which was I believe come from an altercation with you and a teacher that got you suspended. So things like "Feel the Pain" and "Don't Look Down" very personal to you. So when you're
Yeah.
writing stuff and it getting out there, how do you feel putting something that's personal like that out into the world for people to hear?
I think like with that one, Don't Look Down as well. That was I really wanted that to be like I had this idea for it to be about that specific thing, but also for it to be that anybody could interpret it in their own kind of way about anybody who sort of had somebody look down on them. I guess I don't know if that's too on the nose, but yeah, that was what sparked the idea. Really was from that, and I'm happy to put it out. I mean, it happened. Um, So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy for
So
people if people can relate to it and
yeah.
yeah.
So you mentioned how people hear it and interpret it. Does it
Mhm.
matter how songs like fans interpret your songs at all that are personal to you, or do you just like you said, put it out there and see how they feel?
No, I mean I think if somebody can relate to it in whatever way, that's kind of the important thing. Or even if that's just they like the song, maybe they don't care what it's about. I mean, no, I know plenty of songs I love that I've never really paid attention to the lyrics, and then I do. I'm like, oh, nothing was like what how I kind of felt with the song, but yeah, I think everybody kind of interprets things in their own way, and a lot of the time I'll do that now. If I hear a song I really like, I end up like researching what it was actually about, and it's something quite specific that you wouldn't really have thought of.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I think just having something that people can relate to in any way.
Yeah. So that EP is out, and people can get it out on your website, can't you?
Yeah,
Badactress.net. Again, link in the description, folks, if you're interested in that. Great little EP. Really like that one.
thanks.
Looking forward to the next thing that is out 1st of May, Live and Alive, your very first album. Obviously,
Yeah,
from the title, people out there, if they don't know already, it is a live album. So why choose to make your first album a live album and not like a studio recording?
yeah. A few people have asked us this actually. There was kind of a couple of reasons. But the main one is just that we've always wanted to do a live album at some point anyway. And we knew we were going to be able to record there and kind of do what we wanted with it. And um, we we've had the band on the go for a long time without doing an album, I think. So we were kind of like, let's just do it. Why not? And I think a lot of people as well say to us we're a live band. Um, and people like the recorded stuff and they like the studio stuff, but I think you get something different from going to a live show, which is kind of how I feel with like most of the bands that I enjoy listening to. I like to go and see them and see something different, than you get from just listening to the recordings. So that's kind of what we're going for, a bit more raw, and it's got all the sort of crowd energy and everything in it. So uh, kind of just trying to create as close an experience as possible to being at the show.
Hmm. So you mentioned, but I can't remember where was the album recorded. You did
Uh,
say,
this was at the bandstand in Nairn. So
yeah, is
that's the
that
town
local
of
to you then? Not
it.
knowing Scotland very well, is that local?
Yeah, so that's local to me. I stay in there now. The other guys are from two of the guys from Inverness, and Lewis is in Forest. So all kind of within 20 minutes of each other, I think.
All right.
So it's quite
So
local for us. Yeah.
yeah, does the venue have a little special connection then, or is it just because it's local?
Yeah, it does. That's actually where I work in the kitchen. I'm
Ah,
doing a
excellent.
lot. I do a lot of sound work there as well. The main sound engineer is a good friend of ours, Graham Nesbitt. So he did all the live engineering for the album as well. Um, so yeah, maybe a couple of years ago, he kind of took me under his wing and showed me a lot of the live sound um, stuff, which was great. So
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, so it is connected to you
yeah,
then. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely our
cool.
local, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. So, how did knowing that that gig was going to be recorded influence the performance? Did it influence it at all?
No, I mean there was. I think people we told people we were recording it, and it was great. There was a great energy in the room, but I think for me anyway, I try and kind of try as best I can to forget that it's being recorded because I think yeah, you can end up putting yourself under too much pressure. But also, we hadn't really said we were definitely going to do an album from it. Um, so if we weren't happy with stuff, maybe we wouldn't have done it. But there is mistakes and stuff in it, and we kind of thought it's live. It's what it happened, you know. So
Mhm. I was going
that's
to
how we
ask, was
remembered
there
it.
any
Really.
mistakes, and how did that influence the you all on stage or anything like that?
Oh, uh, I mean, to be honest, we make mistakes every night, and I think every anybody who says they don't is lying or very very good. But I think it mistakes happen, and that's kind of part of playing live. So yeah, we didn't go and re-record anything in the album. I know when I was looking into live albums and stuff, I came across a few interviews with different producers who had done. Um, I mean, when Thin Lizzy did Live and Dangerous,
Hmm,
supposedly everything other than the drums and vocals was re-recorded
really?
for that album afterwards. Yeah, and I've seen a lot of people do that, and I think fair enough if it's like you've got the production to do it, but yeah, we were happy with how everything turned out. We didn't really want to, there was little mistakes here and there, but yeah, as I say, it happens, so that's how people should hear it.
It does, and that's the beauty of live, isn't it? I go to as many live gigs as I can, and I love it raw. And if there's mistakes in there,
Yeah,
that's just part of the feel of it. Love that.
definitely.
So
Yeah,
glad you kept it real.
yeah.
Will anybody be able to spot the mistakes, or is it just you going to be going, "Oh no, I did this here," or
I imagine for the most part, hopefully, it's just going to be us.
let's
Um,
hope.
Maybe people who know the songs well enough will be looking out for that kind of thing. I don't know, but
So regarding the songs, how did you choose the set list for the gig, and did it being recorded live influence the set list at all?
not a huge amount. I mean, we kind of just a lot of the time we try and play a lot of the newest stuff, stuff that we've recently released. But we had a whole bunch of stuff. That's kind of why it was a good show to do it at. I mean, I think we played for about an hour and a half or 2 hours, so we kind of played everything. And at the end, just kind of we were listening back and we were happy with it, and we just kind of picked what we thought were the best songs on it. But we included on the CD. We've got I think 3 bonus tracks on it that
Yeah.
are only available on the CD, and all 3 of those are quite old, like songs from probably about 2018. We wrote those,
Hmm.
and they're ones that are still kind of occasionally on the set. Um, so we thought that'd be a cool thing to do and keep them
Yeah.
on the CD.
Yeah. So as you mentioned, I was going to say later buy the CD, folks. Yeah. I'm always wanting the physical media, as I will mention in a little while. So the CD already available for pre-order, I believe,
It's
from your
available for
website.
pre-order. Yeah, my room's a bit of a post office at the
Oh, is
moment.
it?
Just from, yeah, we've finished sign. We did a whole bunch of signed ones as well for a lot of the pre-orders. So
Yeah,
we've just finished that, and I'm just trying to get stuff packed up and posted out this week. So we'll try and get all the
cool.
pre-orders out this week.
Yeah, from badactress.net. Don't forget, folks, again, link in the description. Get the CD, you'll get those 3 extra bonus tracks. Talking about 3 tracks, you've already released 2 tracks from the album Alive and Dynamite Lover. And as we speak, 21st of April, this Friday coming, you're going to release the next one, Rocking with You. Just
Yep.
would like to know why those 3 tracks are you releasing before the album?
These three, I mean, Alive was kind of the title track of it with Alive and Alive. we hadn't really done a version of this in a while, and it's a song that's kind of always on the set now, and one that we really like playing. And I think the same with Dynamite Lover. It's got like a good it's a good live song. I think the crowd responds well to it. It worked really well as a live recording. And Rockin' with You is just one of our favorite ones
Right.
to play live as well. So I think it's gonna come across well. Um, well, hopefully it did come across well on the live album. So yeah, we just thought we'd pick three of our favorite ones to put out before.
Lovely. And I've got the three, and I should be playing the third one on my morning rock out show on Rock Radio UK on Friday. So I'll be playing that. And I'm not ordered the album yet, so I will have to get on that after we
Yeah,
speak.
shoot us an
Oh,
email. Yeah.
however, no, no, I might not yet because I was just asking. It's on CD. Oh, is it going to be streaming?
There is going to be like some of the apps. So the main album we're doing will be available everywhere. But the three bonus tracks are only going to be on the CD version.
Yeah,
So I think it'll be 10 track, 10 track,
yeah,
12 track.
yeah. I
I
can't
can't
remember.
remember how many songs are on it.
Yeah. Yeah,
um,
so going to be
minus
streaming.
the
I'm assuming you can download the tracks, but like we
yeah.
said, three bonus tracks on the CD. But what I was going to ask for an old fossil like me, any plans on getting it on vinyl?
There definitely is. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna. We are planning on doing a studio album. Um, I don't have an exact time of when that's going to be at the moment. We've kind of written everything for it. Um, we're it's just trying to get time to actually record it, but we're hoping to do that this year.
Yeah,
Um, that one we'll definitely do on vinyl.
right, brilliant.
We might at some point do a release of the live album on vinyl.
All right.
Um, I mean, I think the main issue was just having to get all the stock in for it, minimum orders and everything, and buy a whole bunch of vinyl in one go. But I think we're definitely going to look at doing that at some point. Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I'm not going to be out of wait, so I'll have to get the CD, and then when you do it on vinyl, I'll get that as well.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. Keep
Why not?
collecting.
Why not, mate? Yeah, yeah. Because then, well, one
We'll
for the
stick
car,
another
innit?
bonus track on there.
Oh, yeah, that's what you want to do. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
another bonus track on there. But I've got one for the car as well because I've got a car that still plays CDs. Like
that's it.
most
Yeah, I've got to
most of
do
them
that as
don't.
well.
So I'll have one for home, one for the car. That'll be
That's
great.
it. Yeah, yeah. Brilliant.
So following on from this live album, you've just alluded to what you're coming up with next, a live, not a live, a studio album. So just reiterate, where are you with that? You've got all the songs written, did you say?
Yeah, we've got all the songs written because there's quite a lot of songs we have been playing for a while that are going to be on it. Ones that we haven't really recorded before or recorded as we play them now. Um, so there's a lot, a few tracks like that, and then quite a lot of new stuff that we've been writing for a while. And we've been sitting on just waiting to get properly recorded. We've got demos of some of the stuff, um, but is kind of in the early stages. But I think we're kind of all ready to start recording it. So um, just we're as silly as it sounds, we're waiting to find the time that we can all meet up to
Yeah,
find the time to record.
yeah.
um,
Have you got an aspirational date of when you'd like that to be recorded and out?
I don't know if I could really say at the moment. I think just some point this year we definitely want to do it.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fine. That'll do
and
me.
as soon as we do,
Yeah,
we'll be shouting about it. Yeah,
that'll be fine, mate. Anytime this year, it'll be fine. And when that is coming out, mate, maybe we can get together again to have a chat about that album.
yeah, that'd be great. Yeah,
And following that album, or even before the album's out, what are your plans for touring 2026?
quite a lot coming up. Need to need to get the calendar up. Um, so we've got those two shows at the start of May and the Ibiza one at the end of this month. We're Wildfire Festival again,
All right, yeah,
which was really cool last year. That was our first time doing it last year. at the highest village in Scotland, I think it is.
Oh, is it? Oh, right.
Yeah, but we got to the top of it, and it's a lovely place, but we couldn't see anything because it was just mist everywhere. So, hoping it's going to be a bit clearer, but we're going to go for the whole thing as well. We couldn't stay the whole time last year, but we'll be there the whole thing. We're going to be in Newcastle, Manchester for the first time ever, Bristol, Dornoch, Sheffield, um, Belladrum Festival again. I think not all of these have been announced yet. I don't know if tickets are on sale for all of these, but they will be.
Right.
Just at the website as well as we're announced.
Well,
Um,
again, I will check your website. There'll be a link to your
yeah,
website, but I'll also put a link into the page for tickets, so that should auto update there, folks. So if
yeah,
some aren't in stone yet, I'll just put the ones that are set in stone where you can get the
yeah, brilliant.
tickets. You mentioned Sheffield. I live
Yeah,
in a place called Lincoln, so that's the one that's nearest to me that you mentioned. So I'll try and
okay, cool.
catch you then.
Yeah,
When is that?
I think that is in June or July.
All right. Oh, that's not
In
very far
July,
away then.
end of July, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll need to check. I think it's end of July. I don't think that one's been announced yet, but we did a show at the corporation in January.
Right,
And
yeah.
that was really cool. It was really, really good. That had been postponed a few times. There was a lot of drama with a promoter who ripped us off a few times.
Oh, was there?
So eventually we just put the show on ourselves, and it was really good. Weren't really too sure what to expect, but it was a really good turnout, and a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
uh, definitely looking
Cool.
forward to doing it again.
Yeah. So I'll try and catch up with you then.
Yeah,
After that, after album tour, we've already said you're aiming for be a stadium or a rock band. So how are you going to get there? What's your plans post 2026? What you thinking?
I think more of what we're doing, but just bigger, better, and more. I think yeah, just keep trying to improve all the time, and I think 2027 would be um, really good to kind of get out to more of Europe, if not before. Um, we've got a lot of, a lot of people in Europe have been buying the CDs and um, following us online and stuff. So it's been great to hear a lot of feedback from people there, all over the world, really. So it would be good to go out and play. Yeah, just some new places.
Cool. Well, good luck with all of that, mate. Good luck with the album launch, 1st of May. Yes,
Thanks. Yeah,
in Nairn where it was
yeah.
recorded.
Yeah.
Are there tickets available for that?
That's free entry actually, that one. So
Ah,
it's part of they're doing a beer festival at the pub, and all the shows we do there are just free entry. So
all right.
it'll be great. It'll be busy, sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you heard that, folks. If you're in that area and you're not planning to go, not already planning to go, go. Be a festival and bad actress. What can go wrong? Yeah, it's going to be great.
Nailed
Good
it.
luck with that chick. Good luck with everything, mate.
Thank you
Thanks for
very much.
talking us to us here on Morning Rock Out, and good luck with everything with Rat in a Dress.
That's it. Yeah, it's coming soon. You heard it here first.